Hi Rollians, it is Becker and I have another ad training for you. Surprise, surprise. Not really a surprise, I release these like once a week and send them to you. Here it is. I'm going to show you my Facebook ads that are generating millions of dollars in sales at a significant ROI. For example, on some of our high-risk funnels, we're able to go out there and spend, let's say, $3,000 a day and routinely do 15, 20, and sometimes even close to $30,000 a day in sales. I want to show you these funnels, and I want to show you how I started them up and how I also run them for my other business, Iron, which is just a coaching program that helps people run their ads, but I'm not pitching the coaching program here. I just want to show you how I run the ads there as well, so you can kind of compare it to your business, because if you're looking at high-risk or using high-risk, you're probably selling info marketing or e-commerce. This will help you. You might again be wondering, Alex, why are you telling me this? What's the catch? There is no catch. I want you to make more money from your ads so that you'll then think to yourself, I want to make even more money from my ads, so I'm going to track them using Hyros, which is the best in the world at that. Then when you combine this information with Hyros, you're going to make even more money and upgrade your Hyros account. So it's in my best interest to just tell you everything I know about running ads. So let's get into my Facebook ads and I'll show you how these work. All right, guys, so since we're on the topic of Facebook ads, I'm just going to dive straight into my Facebook ad manager. So let's talk about how we scale Facebook ads and what strategies have been the most successful for me, particularly for a call funnel or something where I'm selling high ticket, though this applies to virtually anything. I want to start something off very clearly at the very beginning of this, and that's this. I don't like to hit you guys over the head with pitches for Hyros in these trainings. I'm just going to show you one of the most important things to me scaling is that I can clearly see my actual ad results right here using the Chrome extension from Hyros. Again, I'm not trying to do a pitch right here. It's just, I don't see how I can run ads without this, because you can see I have 7 calls from this one ad right here. Facebook missed all of them. And you can see that it gave itself 12 calls right here when it only had 7. It gave itself 2 when it had only 1 right here. And so again, it's not even going to track the sales on webinars or sales call funnels whatsoever, which you can see I'm able to track very easily right here. That's just because of how Facebook works, and I'm not saying their tracking is super bad, but when you have Google ads running, when you have Facebook ads running, and when you have multiple layers of campaigns running at the same exact time, when you have multiple Facebook ad accounts, you're going to get so much crisscrossing and reporting, especially when you factor in the fact that Facebook will go and generate a lot of its reporting based on duplicate people viewing a page or a person reloading a page a few times. And that just becomes insanely important because of this. You can see I actually just got this Chrome extension up about a week ago, but if I go look at my ads from last month, you can see I turned off many ads that were actually generating me a profit. Okay, look at this one right here. Massive amount of profit coming in. 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 And 2 of these profitable ads right here, this one was actually turned off, so I'm going to be turning that one back on. So first and foremost, rule number 1, use the actual data that you have. I don't know how you can track it without Iris, but I mean, maybe you can figure out some other system. And then rule number 2, scale based on profit. Scale based on profit. If you're scaling based on cost per call, you can see this one right here had a really bad cost per call. Very profitable. Very, very, very profitable. So if you're scaling based around your opt-in rates, your call rates, or some other data, 1, don't scale around that. Scale around profitability. 2, if you are scaling around cost per call, verify the calls coming in, especially if you have multiple other traffic sources, because Facebook loves to give itself credit for virtually everything else you're doing on those other traffic sources, when that's just not the case a lot of the time. If you're scaling off something else, you're scaling off faulted data. It's just that simple. So let me kind of show you how my strategy works. And I'm going to show you this by showing you my best ads and really the psychology behind them. If you nail this, you're going to do very well with Facebook ads. I guarantee this will almost improve your ROI on your ads immediately. Why can I say that? Because the insights I'm going to give you are insights that very few people have. I network with a lot of top YouTubers, people that have 5 million and tens of millions of subscribers. It's one of the benefits that comes with my channel. And the insights I'm going to give you are insights that most people don't have, because most people that run ads don't run a YouTube channel. And if you look at YouTube thumbnails and you look at YouTube headlines, you have the absolute key to creating great Facebook ads. Also, if you look at the native content that's on Facebook and you mix it in with what's going on YouTube, you're going to understand what people look at, what they click, and how they behave. So there's 3 types of ads that do exceptionally well on Facebook and Instagram. These are going to be the infographic style ads that you always see running around. These are ads where you have infographics running. Okay, that's what people watch when they're on Facebook and Instagram. image ads constructed in a very specific way, and cell phone ads where you're talking in front of a cell phone. Let me explain these one by one. So the first thing I want to explain is actually how I form my text and my headlines. You can see this is very important on Facebook because most people don't do this. Check out this line of text right here. You can see how it ends at the see more line right here. This is where it ends on the mobile phone, which is where most of your ads are going to be seen at. So it's very important that you make your big benefit before that. In terms of ad ROI, this line of JavaScript has been my unfair advantage for years. I pay 30 to 50% less for my customers than my competitors. Okay, you can see than my. So the big enticing benefit is before the see more. Next, the headline. You again want to make sure that it's not cut off. You want to make sure the headline's not cut off. This is basic stuff, and here's where it gets a lot more advanced. When you're forming your text and when you're forming your headline, there are a few things you want to keep in mind. One, you never tell the person what they're going to gain when they click the ad. What do I mean by that? The biggest mistake I see on YouTube and Facebook is people say, let's use this as an example. Hey, I'm going to teach you to make more money from your Shopify store, or how to make money on Shopify. What happens when people see that? Every single Shopify ad they've ever seen and every single experience they've had with a make money online is now put onto your ad. This is bad. If a person can guess what they're going to see, they're not enticed. For example, if you've already seen, if I ask you if you want to see, do you want to go see Return of the Jedi? You're going to say, no, I've already seen that. I know what that's about. There's no mystery. The feedback loop has been completed. So what you do instead with your text and your ads is you never tell them what they're going to see. You tell them the big benefit and you create mystery around it. In terms of ad ROI, for example, at Hyros, I'm selling ad tracking. In terms of ad ROI, this line of JavaScript has been my unfair advantage for years. I pay 30 to 50% less for my customers. Mystery. I didn't say anything about tracking. AI print tracking is like jet fuel for social ads. What the hell is AI print tracking? Okay, well, first off, at Hyros, we do use AI to scale ads, and we do use print tracking. It's called fingerprint tracking. It's a very unknown type of tracking that most people aren't aware of. That's why our tracking is so much more accurate, because we're able to fingerprint people's devices and whatnot. However, most people don't know that. So the theory that I laid out in front of you before I talked about this still rings true. So you can see I haven't told the person what they're going to get, but I've created a lot of mystery that hooks a person that's interested in paying less for their customers and wants to be on the cutting edge of ad optimization, which is the benefit that we actually sell at Hyros, the ability to make more money from your ads. So what you want to do is, if let's say you're selling a Shopify course, how to make more money, or how to teach a beginner how to make money on Shopify, for example, or anything that you're selling. I'm just using this as an example. I would not say, hey, click here and we'll show you to make money on Shopify. Person's going to say, I've seen that movie before. I know exactly what I'm going to see right here. The feedback loop's already been completed. I'm going to say something like, the import strategy 7-Eleven used to make a 5,000% markup that I'm now using to make an extra $500 a day. What is that going to attract? It's going to attract a person that wants to make more money and is enticed by this new opportunity. That's how you get a person to click an ad and then come on to the next page. That's how you get people who are your target market through while not saying exactly what you're doing. You never want to put something in front of someone that explains exactly what they're going to get. You want to put massive benefit and mystery, so there's fear of missing out. So next, what you want to do is on all of your ads, it's extremely important that the first thumbnail has only one focal point. Why? Well, if you go look at my YouTube channel, if you look at videos where there's a lot going on, look at this one, how to spot a bad biz guru. There's like tons of faces going on right here. The sleep hack that saved my life. There's like this confusing thing right here. The diet increased my IQ by 10 points, only 45,000 views. Then you look at this one right here. It's just my face and this brain looking turd thing. Nothing explained whatsoever. If you want to understand click-through rates, look at this. Why I'll never play video games again after learning. If you were making an ad right now, like most people on Facebook, they make a video that says why video games are bad for you in the thumbnail and put them like playing a video game or something like that. And they put something like video games lower your attention span. No one will click that. However, you can see videos like this one. Graham Stephen ruined everything. The entire background is phased out. The Lamborghini is highlighted. Graham is highlighted. There's only one thing for the eye to focal on right here. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but there's only one place for the eye to rest. Person scrolling through, boom, eye rest right here, and you want their eye to rest on something that creates intrigue. They want to go, what the heck just happened here? then there's a headline that incites them. Now, on YouTube, this is a little bit more difficult to do because you're inciting people by guessing what's going to catch their attention. With ads, you know what's going to catch the person's attention. You're hunting for a very specific type of person. Okay? Check out this ad right here. This is an example of a usual Facebook ad. 1 million a month YouTube ad scripts. My 8-figure YouTube ad script. 21,000 views. No one watches it. I put a video like this one. Never buy this. Just me sitting in a corner. I spent millions on garbage. 189K views. You never want to tell them what they're going to get. You want to focus their eye on something and drag them in. Now, with video ads, it's super important that you then, once their eye gets locked in, you have a headline of the main benefit they're going to get, and then you have the text right here. This is what most people are going to watch. Most people are not going to listen. Most people are not going to listen unless you really give them a reason to listen, and that's pretty hard to do consistently. So you need to imagine the person's watching this, and they're viewing this silently. And so you can see a person can really get what's going on in the ad and the text underneath it from the text that's going on in the video ad. That's why infographic ads work so well, in my opinion. Because what people love to see, if you've ever been scrolling through Facebook, a lot of times you don't turn on the sound on the videos you watch, but you will go and watch those damn infographic ads that have text underneath them and have like cool graphics that change every 3 to 5 seconds. That's how you make your case and you copyright to somebody. Because people aren't going to read this see more very often either. Okay? They're going to watch this right here, especially if you have a video. Okay, so you want to use these infographic style ads because this is what people get hooked to. Constantly changing. If it's you just walking around sitting in front of a desk, it looks like an ad, it's boring, they've seen that movie before. Next, the next type of ad that works very well for me, now that we understand the principles between the headline and the text, same exact principles for the text and headline, so I'm not going to cover it again. Same YouTube-y kind of image right here. If I did this again, I would actually blur out the background, just put me right here and just even emptier room. Why? What the heck is going on here? I'm standing in a room that's completely empty in a tank top looking like I'm going to teach a dance class. You can see the interaction right here. People just freaking out. This image hooks them. It hooks them. What's going on here? Then the person comes through here, and because I'm targeting my target market with the targeting, they're going to read the text in the headline and be intrigued and then click. When you're doing your image ads, you want to have only one focal point in the ads. If you have a bunch of things going on, or it's like you sitting on the beach, it's so stupid. That's the point with an image ad is to hook the eye. To hook the eye and create a question. Hook the eye and create a question. Hook the eye and create a question. Or you use a bold statement in the ad to create a question. You can see what worked really well right here. Do this for 3 hours or die poor, and in my face, with extreme emotion. The next type of image ad that works very well is a big, bold, mysterious statement and extreme emotional expressions. And you'll see this a ton in my retargeting ads. It's absolute key to my retargeting ads. Here's me about to cry. Giving this up killed me, but I had to. Killed it. 129K views. No, yes. You see these big, you see a very simple image right here. There's nothing else going on here. No, yes. People, you can't go and just put like yourself staying on the beach. It has to be something that creates a question when they look at the ad. So those are the two ways you can do it with image ads. You'll see a lot of them in retargeting. The final type of ad that I find it works really well is, what are people watching when they're on Instagram and Facebook? They're watching phone ads. And by phone ads, what I mean is they're watching phone videos. When you're scrolling through Instagram, you're going to look at 3 different things. You're going to look at those damn infographic videos. You're going to look at pictures of people, and the pictures that do the best are the single focal ones that have a question with them, make people go, what's going on here? And in third, you're going to be watching people talking on their phones. That's the type of content that's on the internet. That's the TikTok-y like content that's all over the internet. So what you want to do is you want to have this right here, because people don't go and see this sponsored thing going on right here, but they see a phone ad, and that's going to get you the chance to at least have their attention. And you want to have the text underneath it, same exact thing. You want to hook them with the phone ad. If I was going to do this ad again, I would actually put a headline right here as well. Or if you can look at other phone videos out there, you won't want it to look like an ad headline. You want to put something that almost looks like a news headline or whatnot underneath here, and that works very well as well. These 3 types of ads kill it. You want to use these for cold ads. When you're doing retargeting ads, Here's what I found also killed. You want to create that type of thumbnail that I discussed on YouTube. Extreme emotion and a bold statement that creates a question. Person scrolling through right here, they see this pissed off expression, this provocative statement, and then I really make the case in the text. And then you can see right here, the goal of retargeting ads is not to sell somebody again. It's to get someone to come back. And if you want someone to come back, you want to do the same exact thing that you would do on YouTube. You hook them. You get their attention, and then you basically make a big benefit call to action. You use the image to hook them, and you make it very clear what they're going to get right here. Okay, because the mystery's over. They already know what your ads are about. They've already been sold to before. So you just want to go for the big benefit. And the best way to get them to pay attention to the big benefit is with a very strong emotional face, because that's what people respond to, and a provocative statement. Using P-tracking plus AI to optimize ads gets customers cheaper and lets you scale easier. So again, I'm using a bit of mystery right here, FOMO, fear of missing out. And again, how we hyperscale ads with data plus AI. I never ever say, better way to track your Facebook ads or how to do your sales attribution better. People don't want to see that. They want to see this mysterious thing. They don't quite understand what it is, but they know what's going to get them a result. It's provocative, like that funny vocal track, if you've heard that before from Will Ferrell. That's what you want to do. That absolutely works. Another thing that works really well is using memes or pictures from movies. That hooks people's attention because they're used to stopping for that content. So use a powerful emotional expression, provocative statement, make a very clear benefit-driven statement in your headline and your text. What I find also works is saying we'll back it up. And then, again, keeping it mysterious. When I see people do this with e-commerce ads and other type of ads, it's so dumb to me when they go and they just tell the person like, hey, come here and we'll show you how to get this hat, or take this acne supplement and it will clear up your acne. No, you want to use something that like creates that mystery, like this weird mycotoxin actually reverses wrinkles in people over the age of 63 years old. Watch us back it up here. And then you link them to the e-commerce product that does that. Same exact concept for info products, same exact concept for sales call funnels. It goes on and on and on. So this right here, if you apply this, I think you're going to do so much better on Facebook, because if you actually scroll through and look at most Facebook ads, you can tell their ads right away. Like, this isn't an ad, but like if you see someone doing this, I love Russell. If you see someone doing this, you know it's an ad. Like moving around and like this screams that Russell's going to sell me something. Okay, this one right here this would work great. You can see Anik, for example, if he was doing this and he actually ran this as an actual ad, this would do great because it looks like TikTok content. Love my friend Austin right here, and I'm not seeing a huge amount of ads on Facebook right here, but again, you don't want to have things that look like ads. You want to have that YouTube-y, like call to action right there. You don't want to have something that looks like it was planned or something like that. You want to have that TikTok-y, infographic type of ads that create interest and hook the eye to a focal point. This looks like an ad 101 right here. This is exactly the type of content people use on ads. This screams, I'm going to sell you something. It screams, you know the end of this story right here. Okay, so I'm not hating on anybody's content or anything right here, but it's so obvious when you see people with these type of openings on their ads or with this type of content right here. And then you see TikTok-y style ads or infographic ads or just pure focal point YouTube ads crushing it. So that's a train for today, guys. And again, massive reminder, especially if you're doing long-term sales funnels where there's multiple different types of traffic sources, you need to go out there when you're running your Facebook ads as well. Optimize off of actual ROI, not opt-ins or cost per call or clicks or add to carts. Optimize around ROI, and then actually track things correctly with all your traffic sources combined in. Facebook, the ad dashboard is not putting all your traffic sources in one place. I also have Google ads running. I have people that come directly to our website, and then Facebook is also going to give itself all sorts of view-throughs and double count things, and you can't verify it. So that's the rule number 2. Now, that being said, if you want to have the same exact tracking that you've seen in this video, again, you can just go schedule a call below. You can check out Hyros. We have a 90-day refund guarantee on anybody that joins Hyros, because if you don't see results, we don't want your money. And you can schedule that call to learn more about Hyros and tracking right here. On top of that, if you want to actually get help with ad training and tactics, you want to see how I've scaled multiple businesses to 7 figures and 8 figures using ads, the funnels, the strategies, the ad tactics, targeting, everything, you can actually just book a call with me here, and there's more details about that right underneath the video. And if you want some more Hyros training, you can't wait till next week. We have some of our best posts right underneath this video right here on our blog. And there'll also be some videos suggested after this video on YouTube. So till next time, guys, this has been Alex Becker. Thanks so much for being a part of the Hyros community. I'll see you in the next video.